Okay, so here we are. It's the final day. We're not finished yet. The guys are in putting our solar panels up. You will see that this area here has all been cleared. All the junk's gone, they've started cleaning up. We're still dusty, we still need a clean. The stamped concrete floor's down. Now this is not the final colour because it's got to get coated yet with some protective coating. So it'll be probably the same colour as the dark patches that you see when it's had its final coat on it. They are just filling in, cleaning. Now, for anyone who wants this guy, and I would highly recommend him, while this guy's bent over, pause the video because there's the company, PF Construction, 062 870 4128. And here's one in blue. So the final little things are happening. Drain hole, putting the wall across there. That seemed to take an eternity to drill through. The sink area is getting finished. The solar panels are here. These are the ones that I bought. These are the three that the guy's supplying, along with the two. They're four-way microinverters, so you can plug 4 panels into each microinverter. So I'm kind of stuck with the 6 that I bought as well, but I think what I'll do is once they've done this, I will just add mine in with more panels. The pool's uncovered. It needs hoovered out. A lot of sand in it. A lot of centipedes lying in the bottom. A lot of other things. The island across there is on fire, and we're getting a lot of soot, black soot coming down. So the guys are up here doing the solar panels. They are putting more sockety things in, and a breaker, and a panel, and a Wi-Fi thing that I'm probably going to get shown later how to use. I've no idea why this was going in with it. So I think there's 4 panels going on this roof and 4 panels going up on the higher roof, so that they're not going too close to this roof and losing some sun. So I will make the final video tomorrow, which will be the 22nd, and hopefully this place will all be spotless. The pool will have been cleaned. Now I'm actually going to, there's this PTFE dust all over the top of the pool, and I think it's called hydrophobic. So it's actually Teflon. It's really weird because I was watching a program about it the other day, and it was DuPont produced polytetrafluoroethylene by complete mistake, and they branded it as Teflon, and it's exactly the same stuff as the PTFE plumber's tape you get. Well, it's not exactly the same. They do something with C8 to make it sort of dissolve in a liquid, then they spray it on. When the liquid evaporates, then you're left with the PTFE coating, which is Teflon. There you go. So anyway, when they stamp this, they absolutely cover this in this PTFE dust, and it makes it completely non-stick, because PTFE, along with PTFE dust and Teflon, is completely non-stick. So the moulds, when they bang it in, don't stick to it, they just lift back up, but you're left with this powder, and there was tons of it everywhere. Luckily the pool was still covered, but like I say, there's still some little bits floating on the top. So I'm actually going to fill the pool up later on in the week till it overflows, so that anything floating on the top will just flow out over the top onto the concrete and just run away down through the back gate. So I will bring you back when we are all cleaned up and completely finished. So I'll speak to you in a bit, guys. So this is going to be my new routine from now on, I would think. It's not a bad routine. Out at 6 o'clock in the morning, vacuuming your pool. Yeah, I bet there's a few people out there stuck in the North Sea on a shitty platform named after a bird of prey. Not laughing now. So I'm feeling a bit delicate this morning. Bought some beers and Thai whiskey for the guys last night because we won't be seeing them again, and they have done a sterling job. It's not been easy, don't get me wrong, not by a long shot. However, I did a lot of needless worrying, picking up on things that I could see that whether they did them because I said to them or not, or whether they were just going to do them anyway because they always got done. Yeah, this sand can be a bit of a bugger to get out of corners, so I might have to have a bit of a swim later. Thing is, I don't want to swim in it right now. It still has a slight smell of concrete dust. And the last time I swam in it like this, when I came out, it felt kind of slimy. So I might leave it a few days to fit. I've got a new filter for the pool anyway, so after I've got all the real muck out it and it's down to just normal cleaning, daily cleaning, I will whack that new filter in. And if we go through a spell where we get storms and a lot of dirt and dust blows in it, I'll just stick the old filter back in and use the old filter to take the rubbish out. There's a bit of a knack to using these things. Slow and steady. If you do it slow, the head vacuums itself to the bottom of the pool and you can pull it back. But if you pull it back too sort of quickly, the aerodynamics of the head thing make it lift out the water. So it lifts up off the bottom of the pool, and when it lifts up off the bottom of the pool, you lose all your suction. Pushing it away for you is okay. Yeah, I think overflowing the pool is the only way I'm going to get all this PTFE dust off it. So yeah, what do you think of my stamped concrete floor? Not bad now it's varnished. Yeah, varnished. Non-slip as well. Because there'll be a lot of you out there thinking, varnished floor, that'll be slippy. Especially in the wet. Well, surprisingly it's not. And it's turned out a lovely colour. I think we're going to be a few days cleaning everything. So you can see down there, see all the brown. That's sand and dust. You won't be able to see it on video, but there is a lot of powder, like little white speckles on top, and that's the PTFE powder. So much better. You'll see the levels dropping slowly. There's a discharge pipe, sort of an overflow discharge pipe goes out through the wall at the back there, and when the water drops below that sort of level, it'll be at the correct level and it'll just stay there. And if anything like that happens again, I just plug the hole, put a hose in, overflow the pool, just runs out onto this concrete floor. Now this concrete floor is varnished, and I said earlier on, it's not slippery at all. So yeah, first job done, pool cleaned. Now I'm not going to get it in it. I think I'm going to give it a few days before I get in, let the air get out the water, let it aerate a little bit. Well, good morning my lovely YouTube viewers, followers and subscribers. Cheers. Okay, I'm going to take you a walk round. We are pretty much finished. Rooms are finished. Stacked concrete's all done. Patio area, kitchen area's all done. We still have some planting to do. We're going to get a company in Naconn Penont to come along and put pots in everywhere. And nice tree things that don't shed leaves, because I don't want leaves in my pool. Crazy, I know, but nah, it's bad enough in the morning just now with flies. However, I'm looking at the pool just now and this morning, because we never put that spotlight on last night, doesn't appear to be, from this distance, a single fly in the pool. So I will spin you around, take you outside and let you see what's happening. Okay, so it's 6 AM in the morning. And the sun is rising over there behind them clouds. Them there clouds. So, the first thing you'll notice is I've got my car parked back, and I forgot how big it was. I mean, 3/4 of it was taken up by their building gear, and it was just an absolute mess. However, they've done quite a good job of clearing up. So this area here is going to get planters along it, and we're probably going to put these sort of palms, they're ferny type palms. They don't drop many leaves, so we had to buy one of these for moving stuff. We had a fridge and a washing machine delivered, and we had to put it round the front just now. So we had to buy one of these things to transport it round, but it'll also work for transporting water and bottles of beer and everything. Anyway, we've obviously had a bit of a storm last night. I will take you a walk around the rooms later. Well, I'll take you a walk around this room, because we've actually furnished this one. Well, they're all furnished, but we've done this one up ready for people coming into. So yeah, those ferny things at the end, palms, we are going to put one against the back wall there just to break that space up. And we're going to put sort of rectangular pots in between the steps here, all the way along. Don't know what we're going to put in those. Whatever it's going to be, like I say, it's going to be something that doesn't drop leaves. Yeah, what a difference in the pool. We're not, see that's that spotlight. And I actually switched it off 2 nights ago, but it still came on. I think you've got to switch it off while it's on, if you know what I mean, for it to actually go off, if that makes sense. So you'll see that the stamped concrete's all done. We've got some pots in. Those 2 pots are getting filled with water and they'll have lotus flowers in them. The smaller ones are going to get plants. So yeah, the pool, without that light on, has absolutely nothing in it, which is great. And I don't know if you can actually see, but believe it or not, there is water in there. It is crystal clear and it's about 30 odd degrees. It's lovely. So this little area here, which we're going to make for the gym, I decided not to make the gym because when it rained, water did come in here. And if it comes from this direction across the pool, it will just, especially if it comes horizontally, it will just fill this up. However, we had a bit of a storm last night and it's still bone dry in there. And I've cleaned the shower area up a little bit. A couple of little pots there. And back into the kitchen area. So we're putting tables and chairs in here, dining room, well not dining room tables, but outside sort of tables and chairs. Like a little restaurant area. We've got this little kitchen area built. Now we've not got anything up, sort of cupboard wise, because if you put cupboards and that outside and you enclose them, they just fill up with geckos and things and they'll just stay inside them. Whereas if they're left open, if they wander about, they'll just disappear for here. But we can store stuff under it, like water and beer and stuff. The sink's in, albeit a little bit squint, but we're not going to grumble about that. Me and my OCD will upset me now and again, but so we've got the washing machine round, the big industrial style one. The back door area, this has all been cleaned. I showed you that earlier on, I think, drain in there. And we've got our industrial fridge in for beer, cold drinks, also food storage. We'll use one side of it for food storage, or a quarter of it maybe for food storage. So this area here does get wet. It's because the water runs down off the roof onto this other roof and it actually splashes through the top of this board in here. I might board the back of it just to stop splashing coming through. Although for a few months during the rainy season it really doesn't matter. And it wets it for us through the night, so when we come we can sort of like squeegee it off and it cleans everything. So yeah, there's a bit of a wide shot of the 3 rooms. What was the gym, wasn't the gym, is a gym again. It's an office stroke gym, but again I'm going to record a little bit of that later, and I will talk to you in a bit, guys. So, this room we have kind of got ready. I've still got that picture to put up on the wall, or print. It's just going above where it is, up on the wall there. So this is our hotel bedding we got, and it's great, apart from the battle we had trying to work out how to get these duvet covers on. They've got ties on them. Anyway, it's on now. That's On's little book lights he found. They're great. They're little kiddies' bedside lamps. It's like a pile of books. Very sweet. So we've got the TV unit across there opposite the bed. We are actually going to see if we can get a single sofa bed, like seat, for the side of the bed, just in case someone comes with a kid. There's not really anywhere else we can put it. We'll work something out, I suppose. So yeah, we've got the wee table here, the fridge, with the bits and pieces on it, the hang up unit, a couple of hand towels, a bath mat, some bathrobes, and into the bathroom. Towels are in. All been cleaned. So these curtain rail hook things I got are absolutely fantastic, because these curtains would have been down dozens of times by now. So they hold it. The other issue I had was I had these windows open and they've got mosquito netting in them, and the stuff they put in was like nylon. And the birds were bloody nesting in between the outside window and the nylon. And they'd pecked all the nylon away. So they've come and replaced these with like steel mesh. However, I'm keeping the window shut because the birds will come in this window and they'll build their nests in between the window. They build them anywhere they can. It's unbelievable. So these need to be regularly opened and closed so that there's not a permanent entry for the birds. And when we cleaned it, the whole bathroom was just full of hay and dust, and it was a nightmare. I don't want to go through that again. So that's the bathroom. So the other rooms are not fully done yet. There's no bedding on. The mattress covers, plastic mattress covers are still on. Now these mattresses are absolutely fantastic. They've got like a velour cover on them, and they're firm but soft, if you know what I mean. But we need to get some kind of waterproof mattress cover because they were expensive and I don't want them getting ruined. AC up there. So yeah, that's the room. I will take you a wander into the gym area now. So I'll take a quick wander into the gym. Now, like I say, I'm not going to take you into these other rooms because they've not been made up yet. But they're exactly the same, identical. Apart from the prints, we've got a different print for this one in the middle, and then this one here's got the same print as the first one. Kind of like balances things, me and my OCD. So into the gym room area. I've got the weight bench to get moved down, but you'll see that there's some kind of gym flooring in. I had to put this little rail along the bottom of the doors here because this room was flooding, and they had to come out and reseal all the windows across behind this Roman blind or whatever it's called, Venetian blind, I don't know. So yeah, we've got this floor matting out of Global, and I wanted to do the whole floor, but I still want to keep my computer and this speaker and TV in here. So we've just done this area. I'm just going to put a weight bench in. On's got a wee stepper machine, we might stick that in as well. We've got Wi-Fi here. This is like guest Wi-Fi. It's 5G Wi-Fi. Is this one? No, this one's 4G Wi-Fi. This is what we had in the house before we changed to the 5G router. So this is it, and this is the view out of my office and gym over the pool. And yeah, he's still following me. So that's us pretty much complete. We just need to go along to the garden centre at Nakhon Phanom Speak to them. The girl's really good along there. She'll come along, have a look at the area, sort of design with pots and everything and plants, what we can put in. And once this is all potted up and planted, I think it'll actually look very, very good. One's going to put some plants in the sort of shower area there, kind of along that beigey tile, just to offer a little bit of privacy, especially for the men's pisser, because it is open. And I know in Thailand it really doesn't matter. They don't care whether it's open. But we're probably going to be getting phalang, as they call them here in Thailand, foreigners. So we kind of want to just put some high sort of plants, maybe those fern things along there, just to, not all the way along, just halfway, maybe from the little edge in here to the door, along that beige tile, just to offer a little bit of privacy if somebody's having a pee. I need to paint all this wall again. It has been covered, it's got concrete splashes and that on it. The same with this one here is all concrete splashed along the bottom, this one here as well. Now they did paint all this, but like I say, they do things in a stupid order. So they actually painted this wall along the bottom, redid it all before they laid this concrete. And the concrete just splashed up in it again, but it's no problem, I'll repaint that. So this is it, folks. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have we done well? Does the stamped concrete look okay, or should we have grassed it? A lot of people have said, why do you not put grass down or AstroTurf? Well, I don't want anything that's going to hold creepy crawlies that are going to sort of enter the pool, and putting grass around it. And On was the same. If we'd grass around this, it would have been really, really high maintenance. Grass cuttings would have gone in the pool, and we just want to keep the place clean and tidy. Costings. Okay, so I'll break it down best as I can. I'm not going to include any furniture because obviously it goes without saying you've got to buy furniture. Things like fridges and washing machines, well, they're for our use anyway, so I'm not going to include them. So the 4 buildings and the bases, fully built, with the bathrooms, with the doors, with the patio around them, the foundations, that was 1.2 million baht. The swimming pool was, and installation, was 545,000 baht. This area here, the roof, all the walls, the rendering, the flooring, the foundations, that was 485,000 baht. He did little bits and pieces on top of it, like he whitewashed the back of the house white in this area, so it kind of goes with that fenced in area for the water tanks. That included all this stamped concrete, which is quite expensive to do, and it's very time consuming, and it's a hell of a messy. And after seeing the finished results, I would recommend it, highly recommend it. However, it made such a mess when they were doing it. There was PTFE dust everywhere, as you can imagine. But it all washed away, and it's all gone now. There's still little remnants of it on the shelving up here, so we just need to clean the edges. Oh, we've got another visitor. The cat's round now. He's just sitting waiting on the thunder. Because we have rain again. So luckily, not having that light on last night means I don't have any pool cleaning this morning. This floor This flooring to humans is non-slip, believe it or not, but to running cats, it's like an ice rink. Oh dear, that was quite funny. That cat has got absolutely massive, by the way, and it's going to get even bigger. And yeah, it's a permanent fixture now by the looks of things. So it roaming around hopefully will keep things away. So that's it, guys, a wee final spin round. If anyone's interested in visiting, we are starting at, and don't quote me on this, but I think 1,500 baht per night, bed and breakfast. So thank you so much for watching. It's been a bit of a journey. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, give me a wee thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and I will catch you in the next one, people. So cheers for now.